A narcissist may portray themselves as somebody special. However, they really are not, for it is nothing but a depiction. Their only distinction from other people is their oversensitivity. It is said that oversensitivity is both their strength and weakness. It is something that you can use to outsmart a narcissist. How do you outsmart a narcissist? Stick to this video until the end as we show you 5 ways you can outsmart a narcissist. Number 1. Raise the red flag. Once you become a narcissist target, you become part of the game whether you like it or not. Not as a player, but the one being played. A game developed by narcissists themselves. It is pre-programmed for them to always have the winning end of the stick. But such game cannot be designed if they have nobody to play and toy with. What happens when you refuse to be the toy? When you say no by unfolding the red flag and raising it high means you are refusing to be controlled. Most of all, declining to any type of abuse and exploitation. But red flags irritate bulls. The same goes for narcissists, as it is a slap of reality for them. One that is against the fantasy they are trying to live. Thus, they may view your no as a challenge, or it could be the cause of their rage. A challenge that could make them even more interested in making you their target. But being firm to create boundaries and raising that red flag higher will eventually make the narcissist stop, to the point that they will ultimately get their hands off you. Bulls will be frustrated when they cannot destroy the red flag. Then it will go on a rampage that would only tire itself down and stop. Number 2. Be rational. Rationality beats the sly fox. Narcissists are nothing but sly foxes who want to have all the meat. So be rational and make them starve. You can do this by setting aside your feelings and emotions. Discard them, for they make you an easy target to narcissists. Rationality is when you do not feel devalued or invalidated when narcissists try to degrade or invalidate you. It is not giving the pleasure and satisfaction they crave. Countering all their harsh remarks by acting based on facts rather than reacting based on feelings and emotions. Narcissists are so good at tickling one's feelings and emotions. This is their way of swaying you. You lose when you laugh, so do not laugh no matter what. They can tickle you all they want. They may shower you with all the things you need and want. You can take their offers but never ever feel indebted to them. This way, they can never get anything from you when they start guilt tripping. They may question what you have done for them in return for what they have done and given to you. Answering their question makes you the victim. But you can outsmart them by being rational. You are not obliged to return their favors, for nobody ordered them to do what they did in the first place. Number 3. Practice independence. Narcissists are so obsessed with keeping in control, so they make the people around them lean on them. Run to them for validation and other things. Narcissists want others to believe that they are the ones who can do the right things for them. But you can exclude yourself from that others if you practice independence. Start doing things your own way. Take complete control of your own life. One that could not be taken by anybody, not even by those tactful narcissists. You are the only owner of yourself and nobody else. Do not get swayed by the acts and gifts they offer. You can do and give such acts and gifts to yourself as well. Do not get discouraged when they tell you that you cannot manage without them. Just stop listening to them. Start listening to yourself instead. Do not lend them the key to your car. They will steal or return it with scratch and damage beyond repair. Start taking the wheel and go forward yourself. Independence is an electrified barbed wire fence for narcissists, something challenging to breach. There will be no opening for them even if they try to cut it with any type of pliers. Number 4. Wear their shoes. Not literally, of course. The best way to catch a fish is to think like one. Put yourselves in the shoes of those you want to outsmart. You might be aware that narcissists portray themselves as somebody powerful. Imagine yourself walking in the shoes of a narcissist. what would you feel? What will you do? If you can answer these questions, you can surely outsmart a narcissist. Say, for instance, you did this wear their shoes arc, then you discovered that you could counter the portrayal of power by having that power yourself, or becoming somebody more effective than the narcissist, since this would threaten their sense of supremacy. This will put them in their place. It will make them realize that everything does not revolve around them, that they are not the highest and the most supreme. They will be intimidated and will start treating you with respect. Putting yourselves in the shoes will make you understand them. It will make you see their weak spots. Then you will eventually have a card against them, one that will prohibit them from doing a narcissistic deed against you. It will help you develop a strong offense against them. One will lead them to treat you as an equal instead of somebody inferior, because they fear that you might deal with the card and meet their doom. Number 5. Heal. Before you can be effective, you have to stabilize yourself. You have to heal fast. This applies most especially to those who have been victims of narcissistic abuse. You cannot outsmart a narcissist if you are still caught up with them. Are you still tied to the abuse they did to you? If the answer is yes, attacking in such a state will make you remain a vulnerable target. A wounded soldier who goes to war is good as dead. One must allocate time to recover while getting to know the enemy more deeply at the same time. No victim wants the abuse to happen again. But first, you must be completely healed. Healing is the first step in moving forward, and it could be achieved if you let go, learn, and apply what you had learned. This way, they cannot redo the things they have done, not even come back to you. Healing gives rise to awareness. Awareness born precaution. Precaution makes you prepared for the possible things that might take place. And nothing can beat preparedness, not even narcissists. Being a victim of such abuse may seem like a curse. Well, it is literally a curse. But remember, it could be a blessing, or you could turn it into one. Nobody can effectively counter narcissist tactics except those who know it well. And one could only understand it well if they have gone through it themselves. It is not really impossible to turn tables around against narcissists. The secret lies in using what they dislike to your own advantage. But be extra careful. The goal here is to stop or avoid being targeted by them and not make an enemy out of them.